Hello and welcome to another edition of the Red Phoenix Gaming Podcast.
Can't handle it.
I'm your host,
Can't.
Derek. With me, as always, is the lovely Michelle. And we're going to talk about some gaming news stuff and things for this 4/11. Yeah, that's right, folks. It is Saturday.
Saturday.
Enjoy this stuff
All day.
all day.
All day Saturday.
This is podcast
28.
028 for those who can count. And let's go ahead and throw in a guitar solo. An explosion or two. And maybe a little bit of lightning. Thank you, Sir Baby Groot. Let's get it started today with a little bit of Kojima Gate.
Oh, yes.
Although it's not really Kojima Gate, but we have heard a little bit more about what's actually going on here.
Some rumors.
Yeah, some hearsay, we'll say.
Yeah.
They have gone out and actually said he was not fired. It was confirmed that it's not an actual fire or firing, or at least that's not the way they're labeling it, but it kind of sounds like they've parted ways and now he's just kind of along for the ride.
I heard he was fired.
Well, yeah, but they came out and said that yes, he's not like whatever. He's not actually fired because it's categorically incorrect to call it a firing. But it
They're
really
stupid.
sounds like he was kind of let go.
Totally. Now he's just working as kind of like a contracted personnel.
I don't know if we talked about this last time, but do you think he's going to go on to something else, or do you think that this is going to be his last hurrah and he's
Oh,
just going to like
I don't think so. I think he's going to do something else by himself.
do you think it'll be like a EA respawn where like they said to heck with Call of Duty, the Vince Zampella and the like that whole scenario where Call of Duty people all moved over to EA and they made their own game to spite Call of Duty almost? Or do you think his is just going to be like his own IP, his own
I think it'll be his own thing. He'll do something totally that he's never done before.
not
Maybe
Metal Gear Solid
outside of
like at
his
all?
Metal Gear Liquid.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice. Metal Gear Reborn. Perfect.
No, I think he'll go out. I think it's time for him to go out and try something different.
What would you like to see out of him?
I would like to see something like Peggle.
Are you being serious? I can't tell if you're
No.
joking.
No, I don't know.
I would actually like to see something not like Peggle, but almost on a mobile gaming type platform, only to see what he could bring. Because I feel like
Like
a
Candy
mind,
Crush.
no, but a mind like his could revolutionize the sort of that aspect of gaming. We don't really see a lot of handheld gaming being immersive, and I think he would be able to do it,
Sure.
along with Nintendo, who's been fighting for this handheld market. So we'll see what
'Cause
happens.
he's Kojima, man.
That's right.
Does what he
Genius.
wants.
Brilliant.
Get out.
So, Michelle,
Yes.
do you like poachers?
Like eggs or like the ones that kill like endangered species? No, neither.
Neither. You don't like poached eggs or endangered species killers.
No.
Um, what if it's a company trying to steal streamers away from another company? They're poaching the streamers. Is that
Did
okay?
we talk about this last week? Like something like that was going to happen, like with the YouTube, not last week, but remember how YouTube's going to start doing their own thing and they're going to start pulling people?
We kind of brought in the idea that they might do this.
Maybe they got the idea from us. Who's doing it?
MLG,
Major League Gaming is poaching people, what, off Twitch?
Twitch, absolutely. Well,
Oh,
where
of
else do they
course.
poach them from? Not YouTube yet. YouTube's not
No,
big enough.
no.
So yeah, MLG TV are basically trying to get people to switch over from Twitch to their streaming service, and I don't know if it is. I mean, the people that they're poaching are like pro gamers. It's people that are in the pro circuit.
That makes sense.
So like if they were actually to um, get somebody who has a lot of clout, like a PewDiePie, because I believe they actually brought him to do his podcast on their site.
Yeah, they have his podcast.
So if they get somebody like a PewDiePie, which is kind of an environment type person or like a total type person, and then they get people like Nadeshot, they get people who are in the gaming circuit and bring them over to the, we'll call it the dark side, although it depends on how you're looking at it, I suppose.
Right.
I really think that this could take off. Is this what YouTube has to do to take off, do you think? Or do you think it's
Absolutely.
like you
I
have to get somebody big, right?
I think so. I think like Major League Gaming, they have like these are the people that come and they play these games competitively. That's their
Yeah.
whole life. These guys live in the same house together because all they do is play whatever game they're competing for, be it Dota, Call of Duty, whatever. They all like live in this little house,
Right.
and they wake up and they play and they go to sleep and they play. Um, so I think that if they want to expand, they have to go outside of that. You can't just have like, and how many major league gamers can you really have? I feel like those numbers are few and far between, especially if you're going to have someone who's good. You know what I mean? So I
Yeah,
think if they went out to somebody who was just playing games like PewDiePie or any of those guys, Markiplier, any of them that just sit there and play games all day, they would probably get really popular.
well, do you think they have to be actually in the esports circuit though? I mean,
Absolutely not.
because
I
you
don't think
look at
so.
a guy like PewDiePie, he's not really competitive. He doesn't play
No,
competitive gaming. He
not at
kind of
all.
messes around with whatever he's doing, which, like, like we already said, he's already on their service.
Yeah.
But should they be focusing more on the esports aspect of things, bringing in the
No.
specific Dota people?
No, I don't think so. I think they could get them if they wanted to. I guess if you would say the price is right. I'm sure this would probably be something difficult because I'm sure these people who are on Twitch are making quite a bit of money. You know what I mean? You have people who make the donations, they get
Yeah.
sponsors on there. I'm sure all of that's going to go away because Major League Gaming are they're going to have their own rules, their own what you can, what you can't do, and that's probably you're only going to get your money from them.
Yeah, I think that this is ultimately where you want to be, though. You look at somebody like, I don't know, from the Smash Brothers circuit, like Mewtwo King or Hungry Box, one of those guys who are like, they play tournaments all the time and they make a good chunk of change playing games all the time. I feel like this would be more of a, let's just sit down, play a game,
Not
and
get swatted.
get paid for it. Like that's
Yeah,
that's what
I would do
they're
that.
offering. So,
Major League
um,
Gaming, I would be happy to come over and be on your payroll
we
and
got to be
just play
pro.
video games for
We got
you.
to be super
I
pro
don't think you have
best.
to be pro at all. I don't think so. We are
So
really good at Borderlands,
MLG,
though.
yeah, MLG. If you want to hook us up with a Borderlands contract,
Oh, all
send it
day.
to our people. Our people get in touch with your people. It'll be a whole beautiful thing. Super easy
Derek is our
transition.
people, by the way.
My
He's
son
our
is actually the real people, but it's fine. He can almost read. We're getting there.
Yeah.
Moving on to something else that's older than 3 years old. Awful transition. Bioshock creator
Ken.
Ken,
Ken
your
Levine.
boy Ken Levine. So he's talking
Yes.
about his next game.
Because he abandoned Bioshock. Is that, you want to talk about
Abandoned,
that?
moved on from. I mean,
He abandoned.
you can call it what you want. I don't blame
Abandonment.
a guy for deciding to go on to other things.
Well, don't go on to other things unless you're also doing Bioshock. I'm really bitter about this still.
So salty.
All right,
Um,
Ken Levine with his giant head.
so he's his next game. He's basically saying that it's going to be like a complex sort of system, almost like a Telltale game, but you play it. It's going to be immersive, and it's going to be like as you do different things, there's tons and tons of different outcomes that happen based on what actually happens.
I
Or like
really
a
like
Mass
that.
Effect, um, where like if you punch this person in the face, you can talk to this person. But if you're friends with this person, they lead you a secret way this way, or little bits and pieces here or there. Do you think this is where gaming is going to have to go?
I think so.
I mean,
I don't think
like,
it has to go this way, but I think it'll give everyone a totally different option from just point and shoot, or the minor things. Maybe he's going to have something where you start with a character and you go one way and you are a great person. You go to the next and you can be completely evil. You know what I mean? Something like
Yeah.
that, and then spawn off from there.
Well, I mean, it's not like it's new territory. You think of the games, the BioShocks, they uh you could harvest a spoiler, you could harvest the little sisters or save
I
them.
I hated
Um
harvesting them. I only did it once. I always saved them, except for when I played through the second playthrough, and then I harvested every single one of those things, and it was
right, but
awful.
that changed your ending, right? So
It
like
did. I
depending
was
on
a
what you
horrible person
choose,
at the
right.
end.
But ultimately there was only like four endings in that game, or there was
Yeah,
two endings and then there was two more, or whatever the case may be. So there's like four endings. He's saying that there could be tons of endings with this sort of mentality, and I feel like this is where gaming has to go because it needs to be so uh like living. You need to have the living environment. Even you look
yeah,
at the Call of Duties nowadays. Yeah, you're going from point A to point B, you're shooting people along the way, but they have it going so it breaks apart so many different ways, and you can do, stay up top here, you do a sniper mission, you fall down, you do a assault mission, you do here it's a breach and clear, you go here it's a shotgun, you go, like all these different directions,
right.
but it's still point A to point B. So like, granted, Call of Duty, it's the same thing no matter what. You always get the same ending,
Yeah, which they should change.
but it's still like that idea where everybody wants this change. They want to be able to see multiple choices or have the choices matter.
Yeah,
I'm on board with it. I hope that they do this with every game ever, including
I'm
Black
down with
Ops
it.
3. She's freaking
Oh my
out.
god,
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
so excited.
So, Michelle,
Yes,
Black Ops 3 is supposed to be the third iteration for Black Ops, obviously.
yes.
If it takes place after the last iteration of Black Ops, are you going to be concerned when there's exosuits
I'm really
in Black
annoyed that
Ops
they're
3?
talking about like futuristic stuff, because that's what they're talking about. So I'm really kind of annoyed with that because it's inappropriate and it's not what I wanted.
But
I'm so excited for Black Ops and zombies. Like,
are you still okay if it's exosuit zombies?
yes, no,
Oh.
no. Why did you put that in my head? No, I will not be okay with that.
Well, if the Call of Duty, I mean, let's look at it from a
David
gameplay.
Vanderhaar is
No, no,
going
no.
to get a
Look at it
seriously
from a gameplay
nasty worded
perspective.
letter.
Advanced
No,
Warfare comes out. You have exosuits. It's a fast pace. It actually revolutionized multiplayer, right? It's so much quicker. It's so much more like go get 'em type gameplay. How are you going to take that and go backwards?
I treat them like two totally separate games. That's how I've always done it.
You can't do it that
It's
way.
it's
It's
always
Call of
been them
Duty.
and them. No, it's never been just Call of Duty. It's one
Now
or
it's
the
them,
other.
and them because there's
Them
three of
now
them.
you got three, but I've always treated them as two totally separate entities, but they all work for the same thing. Oh,
Same
here's
monolith.
Treyarch. Yeah, like I just no, I'm not. If they start merging stuff like that, I'm not. I was really uncomfortable with Advanced Warfare doing
All the
like
jumps and
zombies
everything,
and
and the
stuff.
yeah,
Yeah, like
yeah.
so I do not want jumping exosuited zombies in Black Ops 3. I would like it the way it was.
So
And I need some friends to play with.
I
Don't ruin the
I'm
sport.
torn. I'm so torn. I would like to see them take and run with the current setup with the exosuits and just say, yeah, we're moving this. The fast-paced gameplay is the way to go. We're going to definitely do this
I'm okay with
and go
that.
with it. I don't know if it works with zombies, and I don't know if I like it with Black Ops. I loved Black Ops 2. We played the crap out of that game.
I know.
Black Ops 1 was good for me. I played the crap out of that game. Black Ops 3, I don't know if I'm going to play the crap out of it, but I probably will get it for the console that we actually play. Um, but you think about Call of Duty Advanced Warfare going from that to going to a Battlefield, which Battlefield plays slower anyway.
Not when you're in that car
Not
though.
when you're in that car. But when we're doing heists, it's like a slower gameplay. You don't go 35 and 2 or
Right.
35 and 40 or whatever. You go like 6 and 8. or
Yeah.
3 and 4. And if you
And you're
see
still
seven
like towards the
people,
top of the leaderboard.
right, you see 7 people and you're like, wow, that was a lot of people.
Yeah.
It's I don't know if you're going to be able to go back from Advanced Warfare to like Black Ops
I
not
could.
having I know, not having exos because it's going to be slower pace. I don't know how the community around it is going to deal with that. Are you
Then
concerned?
no, I'm not concerned because I've always treated them totally separate. You have your Activision Call of Duty and you have your Treyarch Call of Duty.
They're all
I
Activision.
never, you know what I mean. I've never expected the same game out of both. So if they start meshing, it's just going to change it for me and I'll adapt and whatever. But I mean, look at how much we play Advanced Warfare.
Yeah, truth.
N- Not a lot.
Not a whole lot. I haven't even prestiged yet.
I know. I think I'm a level 5. Not a lot at all. I'm really bad at that game. I
I
don't
hear you.
like it. That's just me though. I'm sure it's a great game. I'm sure people are happy. You know, they just released some new maps on that too,
Yeah,
and I looked at it because I didn't get the
season pass.
season pass this time, and they didn't reskin a single map, and that's always really disappointing to me.
Yes, they did.
No, they didn't.
They reskinned Pipeline from Call of Duty 4.
Oh,
Although I might maybe that was the map pack before. I don't remember now.
I may be wrong. Write it down that I may be wrong.
It's the first time she admitted that she was wrong ever.
Might be.
First time ever.
Anyway,
She's so
I
salty.
do not want exosuit zombies, and I'm really excited because they're gonna have like their big reveal, like in a week or two.
2 weeks, yeah,
And
like 26th.
yeah, and then E3, it better
E3,
bananas.
it's gonna have its own thing for E3. It's gonna blow up, I'm sure. I'm
I'm gonna
hoping the reveal trailer shows us a lot that we can pick apart and
analyze.
analyze the heck out of it. Yeah,
If there's exosuit zombies, I'm quitting gaming
it's gonna be great.
forever.
Oh, you heard it here first. Quitting gaming. So let's talk about something else that everybody loves.
Yes.
Amiibos.
Oh my god, amiibos.
So I went to the store tonight and I walked over and walked right up to the Amiibo section thinking, with all of this craziness, there's got to be zero Amiibos here.
Yeah,
Everybody has every Amiibo. It was like stocked full of Amiibos.
but they're gold amiibos,
Uh,
gold Marios.
Not the ones I saw, but yes, that's the one that people are going crazy about, along with all of these exclusive Amiibos going here, there. I just don't understand it. I mean, you spend, was it $13, $12.99 for this plastic toy. You put it in the game, and it does something for you. In Super
Hey,
Smash Bros. Case, it creates a fighter for you that you can
yeah,
train. They're selling these for like ridiculous amounts of money, like
yeah,
$500 on eBay. Are you kidding me?
it's ridiculous.
It's a toy. It's plastic.
I know.
It's not like it's a collector. There's people that just want to use it.
We have a metric ton of like the Disney Infinity characters. So I know the
You're
feels
like, I'm
with
done
all
with
those
it.
little toys. Yeah.
Done with it before it starts.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, we should all just walk away from it.
I concur.
Walk completely away. Just pull a nade shot. Step away from it altogether.
Oh, that's a good transition. That is yes.
So, for those who don't know, nade shot.
Matthew Haig.
Matthew Haig, who is a Call of Duty professional gamer.
One of the best, in my opinion, ever.
Uh, sure, he's very good. He's the funny thing is he was like one of the originators of gaming, of like having the spotlight on you type thing,
Yeah.
and he's like once you have people that start something, so many other people want to be a part of it that they try so hard to be better than that person. So like from like a kill death ratio, he's not the best, but he's still so competitive. He's still so efficient with everything he does. He could still play. Like he
Yeah.
said in his farewell, he was like, "Look, I'm leaving. I'm done. I'm sick of being the reason, or I'm sick of people pointing at me being the reason, and there's too much pressure go along with it. Even though he said it wasn't a cop out, he's like, I'm just gonna be a manager. We're gonna get somebody else who's better, who has a better KD in here to win for our team. And like he said, it's not like they're losing. They won what, four of their last six tournaments or something like that. But he's like,
Yeah,
we get one person in here who's better than me, and we could win all the tournaments. So, do you think it's a good idea for him to take a back seat here?
I do. You know what? He's part owner of Optic Gaming now, so I think he is looking at it as a co-owner, and he wants to build his business, and maybe he does need a bit of a timeout. I don't think he's going to quit forever and ever. I just think he needs to take a step back and help run his business
Yeah.
from that standpoint.
Well, like he said too, he's gonna start spending more time on YouTube, putting up videos like Minecraft, H1Z1, stuff like that, just a bunch of gameplay videos. So he's gonna kind of like unwind, get away from the whole competitive aspect of it, I think, and probably have a lot more fun doing creative videos on YouTube for a little while. To at
Until
least,
Major League Gaming comes and tries to like pawn him off
that's right,
and steal
scoop
him.
him up.
Poach.
Exactly. So
That's the guy you want.
I think it's best to go out on top, for sure.
That's what she said.
Um, Weird. Uh, but I don't think it's like, at least he didn't wait until he was not good anymore and then
Yeah.
leave. So good for him.
Yes.
So let's talk about Nintendo being greedy as hell.
Stupid Nintendo.
Let me rephrase that. Let's talk about somebody who's really angry at Nintendo for being greedy as hell.
Angry Joe.
That'd be him.
That's him. YouTube Angry Joe is angry.
He is angry, and you'd think, well, geez, his name would mean that he's probably always angry, right?
He's not. He's not always angry.
He's not, right?
Just in this particular circumstance that
He's really angry.
Nintendo wants to make money off of his games and his free advertising, he is not going to do Nintendo filming anymore.
So, how do you feel about this?
I don't blame him.
You're okay with his rampage?
Yeah,
Why?
because I wouldn't want to give Nintendo any of my money if I'm giving them free advertising.
I understand this. Okay, I'm on board. Uh, Question, or let me point something out to you. Nintendo has said that they do not want certain people, or they do not want certain games to be um, used
No Mario
as
Party.
as like a YouTube type thing, where they will flag them as their own, and then you won't get any ad rev off of it. So this was one of them. So is Smash Brothers. So is Mario Kart, maybe. And two, um, it's Nintendo's IP. Although he makes a lot of good points about them being greedy and about how they shouldn't care. They do. So, I mean,
Is everybody else going to start caring and start doing the same thing where you can't stream without giving them a cut of it?
I don't know if this is going to set a precedence or not, but Nintendo already made it known that this was going to be a thing. So now that he got called out for it, I don't know why he's upset. Like, they already made it completely known that you can't play certain games unless they're on our approved list. And
Right.
if they are on our approved
And you have to be
list,
signed up on
you have
their
to be part of
club.
right. You have to be part of the
Right.
group or the club or whatever. So like, I kind of get why he's upset. Like, well, let me rephrase that. I really get why he's upset. I also understand where Nintendo's coming from and saying, look, we made it blatantly obvious. Why did
Oh,
you do it?
absolutely. Yeah, no, I
Right back.
completely agree with you.
I'm disappearing. Keep talking.
I completely agree with you. I don't think that he should be upset about something he already knew about. And I can't talk when you're not sitting there. It's really difficult for me.
Sorry, I'm back.
I don't I don't think he can be upset because he was doing something he wasn't supposed to do. He can be upset that because I think it's wrong that they're trying to take money when they're getting all this free publicity or whatever. I think that whole thing I didn't agree with it. I didn't like it.
Yeah.
But I don't think he should be upset because he broke the rules, didn't follow what he was supposed to do.
Yeah, I get calling out or coming out and being like, yeah, they're greedy. I'm never gonna do Nintendo again. That's fine. You don't have to. No one's
Yeah.
telling you you have to. And yeah, Nintendo makes a good product. Like he said, he's gone out publicly and said, I would buy a Nintendo. It's a great, system. It's a great console, great games. Um, but I mean, they set the ground rule down way before this. It's not like
Yeah,
he
it's
was
true.
blindsided by it. So
No, not at all.
I understand where he's coming from again. I just uh, maybe tone it down a little. Go from an
Calm
11 to
yourself.
like a 7, a 5,
A
maybe. I don't know.
little bit.
Let's talk about some cryptic news.
Cryptic.
So, with Black Ops 3 coming out,
Yes.
did you see any of the video hints or Snapchat videos or anything like that came along with their viral campaign here?
I did not see any of their actual Snapchat. However, I did see that people found their little Snapchats while playing
Black Ops 2.
Black Ops 2.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I paused it and I held my Snapchat up to it and it said, "You are already following Call of Duty."
Yep.
So I must have been following the before, but it was empty when I actually got to it. So anything they put out, I didn't get to see.
So I did the same thing you did. I saw somebody was like, "Hey, did you see this yet?" And they were showing like a video, and they're like, "Look at this, is a little Snapchat thing." So at first I was like, "Wait, is that a QR code?" So I put in my QR reader, and it didn't do anything. And I was like, "Oh, I'm an idiot. It's Snapchat ghosts, duh."
You are an idiot. I'm glad you can admit that to everybody.
And so I threw up Snapchat, and they're like, "Oh, you're now friends with Call of Duty." First thing I do is I go over to their story, and boom, there's a blinking eye and like shadowy area and like woods and like a tree, like creepy, but whatever. Like I don't know.
Zombies.
It didn't seem like it was anything,
Yeah.
you know. Um, but that was
When
basically
did you
like
do this? Because mine was empty.
4 days ago
I'm really disappointed.
or so,
Maybe they
something like that.
blocked me.
I hate you.
I bet you.
But you gotta remember, their story's only up for 24 hours,
Oh,
so
well,
I
they can
must
put
have
it
caught
back
it the
up because
day that they
I
put
missed it.
it. That's right.
Do you guys hear me? I missed it.
So
So,
you
and I'm
have
on
to put it
Snapchat
back.
all the time.
But my question here, my thought process is, this is kind of cool. This viral campaigning. Uh, Other than this, we've seen it with like Halo, where they're like, find the truth or discover hunt the truth, right?
Yeah.
Um, Deus Ex just did it with their new game Deus Ex Mankind. Is that what it's called? Yeah. Um, where they had like a person in a room that basically on Twitch you could go through and you could like a bunch of people could vote on what you wanted the person to do next. And I guess it was all pointing to like the end where it was like Deus Ex Mankind was going to be the final thing. And Square Enix is actually doing another project that they're like coming out with in like 3 days. All of these with this like kind of hidden viral campaign type thing. And I'm curious on if you think it's that this is like going to be a trend that we see, or if this is
Oh,
just like
yeah.
specifically to these few things.
Absolutely. Like they put stuff out on Vine. They put stuff out on Facebook. This is just the next thing. Snapchat is huge, and it only makes sense that that's what they do next.
Do you think it's going to be strictly on Snapchat, or do you think that they're going to put like bits and pieces everywhere and just kind of make you puzzle the whole thing together?
I think that would be the best idea is to like put a little here, put a little there, throw something on Twitter, stick it up on their Facebook page, put a clue in an old game.
That'd be really cool.
Super cool.
Like update an old game just to make
I
somebody
would
go
go
back and play it.
play. You want to throw more stuff up on Black Ops 2? I'll go put it
Gears of
in.
War Judgment tells you the release date of the next Gears of War.
You die.
Oh my gosh, it'd be
Be the
bananas.
best.
Wow, I just my mind is blown right now. Overload. Oh my gosh. All right, we can move on. GTA. Let's talk about GTA 5.
Grand Theft Auto.
Absolutely.
For
It
PC, you can start downloading it, right?
preloaded today. Well,
Oh boy.
3 days ago, but you can still preload it today.
Yeah.
Although if
So
you
it's
do,
all hot and fresh for you.
that's
Hot
right.
and fresh out the kitchen.
Although if you do, just remember that uh, it's it's a giant game. It's 60 gigs
A
worth of
lot.
space on that hard drive of yours. So make sure your hard drive is huge, and that's what she said. And make sure you have a lot of time to download it. Don't just expect to start it up, crank it up, and get it going. Um, but speaking of GTA 5, it's pretty again on the consoles.
They fixed those graphics.
They sure did.
That
They
was nice
fixed
of
all of
them.
them their graphics.
'Cause those were kind of a hot mess.
Yeah, they basically made it blurry, uh,
Yeah.
and now they've come out and they fixed everything. They pushed all the updates that, or I don't know if they reverted or they turned the switch back on or whatever the case, but they went out and they fixed it from their 1.08 update. So go ahead and go play your GTA without being angry anymore, all of you people, every single one of you.
All of them.
So we talked about Deus Ex. It leaked. The first trailer here that came out. It looks pretty sick. I don't
I
know.
watched it. I watched a few minutes of it. I'll admit it was 3.5 minutes, and I don't have that kind of attention span.
But it did look sick, right? I mean,
It
the
looked
beginning it
really
looked pretty
cool.
good.
Like the
Um,
first minute that I sat through that, definitely. I have a really short attention span. It's not
that
my
one of
fault.
3 minutes looked
Yeah,
great.
it was amazing.
Um, let's talk some Forza. I mean,
Oh,
you're a pretty big car racing fan, so
I am now.
she
I
is.
drive cars in Battlefield all day. That's
That's
my
right.
job.
That's right. So Forza Tech is the new Forza game engine. Forza.
Did
Forza?
didn't I buy a Forza game for the Xbox One?
Yeah,
Didn't
you
I
did.
download that sucker due to peer pressure? That in Battlefield 4. Peer pressure, right?
I don't know what you're
Don't
talking
I don't know.
about.
You know exactly what I'm talking
That
about.
it was not me. It could
I
not
was
have been me.
terribly bad at that game. I was
Uh,
really bad at that game. I was last every
I'm
time.
pretty sure it wasn't me. I don't think it was me.
Don't believe him.
Ah, right, fine, it was me. Yes, peer pressure, but it was a good game, and you needed to play it.
And I did.
Anyway, new game engine comes to E3. Are
Oh
you
boy.
excited for a
Are they
game
making
engine that's
are
for
they making their own?
cars?
I'm not buying this game. Okay? I'm not buying it at all.
Mark it down. She's buying it.
I'm not buying it. Are they making are they making their own engine?
They're making their own engine. It is Forza
Congratulations.
Tech.
Ooh, that's fancy.
Sure. Uh, are you are you at all excited for this Forza Tech engine? I mean, really, is it gonna have any other
I have
application
to
for
see
anything
it.
other than Forza?
I don't know. I gotta see it. Let
How
me see.
how can it?
Everybody uses Unreal 4 for
Yeah,
so much, unless you make your own. That's like your good. Ken Levine is using Unreal 4 engine, made by Epic. Like,
right.
so let me see what it looks like, and who else could benefit from it.
It, well, that's my question. Like, who really could benefit? It's a
Mario Kart.
car. Yeah,
Mario
exactly.
Kart can benefit from it.
It's like a car racing engine. So
Maybe this will bring more racing games out.
unless they can
They have,
boost it up to have the graphics be as good as they were in the last game, but 60 frames per second to make it where it's like, oh my gosh, like that's
oh
the
my
only thing
God,
I
I'm
could.
in the car.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the only thing I could think of. I don't even know. But Forza
I
is
have
for Xbox One, right? That's because Gran Turismo is for PS4,
right.
so it's the
That's how
Xbox One.
they're split up.
We don't really play a lot of Xbox One anymore.
No, it's dusty. I watch TV through it.
I mean, we played Battlefield Hardline on it,
Yeah,
but
we do
other than
actually have.
that,
That's the only time we've turned it back on is to do that.
and I've noticed that it's just so clunky. I mean, the user interface is just like slow.
We've still. You know what though? I'll tell you what. we were having a little bit of difficulty getting into the chat that one day,
Yeah.
but and we talked about the updates, and it did say what was going on with trying to connect us into the chat, which I thought was really, really cool. So I was actually impressed with that. And then we
Yeah.
got right in.
Yeah, I've seen them actually. I mean, I'm pretty stoked that the changes they made so far. Uh, and they're actually talking about wanting to make more like faster user interface, which is my main complaint. Because like for me, if I go to like start up a party, I start get in the game, I log in everything, I go to friends, it takes like 10 seconds to load up. I
Yeah.
go to your name and it takes another 5 seconds to load up. I go to party and then that takes 6 seconds to snap in a party, another 4 seconds to invite you. And by the time the 30 seconds is up, I'm just like, do I really want to talk to her?
That's hurtful. I could turn on my PlayStation right now and be right into the Borderlands menu,
Right.
like that, and then your menu's right at the top. There, I could go to
Boom,
my
boom, boom, done.
find you, add you to my game, and off we go.
Right.
2 seconds.
Right. And you can
I
you
was
can do that faster than me just pushing the button to load in my friends list.
I was the biggest PlayStation hater. I
She
hated the
was.
PlayStation 3. I hated the interface. I hated how it moved around. I hated the chat. I hated everything about it. I got rid of it. This this is all I do now, PlayStation. Like it has
It's
really
true.
changed me. And I do hope Xbox can they look at stats? Can you go look at my time on Xbox and see how much gaming I did. Now go look at how much gaming I'm doing now on it. Oh, look at she all she does is watch TV on it. That's all I do. I
Right.
stream media through my computer and watch movies. Like that's it. That's my life. Oh, and I play Battlefield.
That is also your life.
Yeah. But that's it.
Right.
Gears of War comes on, I'm gonna play that and then I'll be gone again.
And then that's it. Right. Right.
Yeah, because Call of Duty will come out and we'll be getting that for PlayStation. Because you know what? You guys getting the DLC first doesn't matter to us anymore. Because you suck. That was really harsh, but
Wow.
they needed to hear it. Phil Spencer, I'm talking to you. You suck.
The only problem with you saying all the things you just said it means that I'm gonna have to buy 2 copies of Call of Duty again.
I don't want. We're not going to play it on the PlayStation. We're not going to play it on the Xbox.
Just because we don't play it on the Xbox doesn't mean that everybody doesn't play it on the Xbox.
Well, everybody can go get a copy, and then you and I get our own copies. Because if we do the math,
That means I buy 2 copies
we
still.
just talked about it. $120 I spent last year on peer pressure. So
So I only have to buy Call of Duty for 1 year and then never again.
now then you'll have to buy it again. Because I'm sure you'll sucker me into another game that I don't want
No,
to
I would
buy.
never do that.
Watch me, everybody. Watch right here, because
Can't stop, won't
probably
stop.
whenever I'll be playing Forza again.
No. No,
It'll happen.
no, we
It'll
won't.
happen. Such-
Absolutely not. All
We can
right.
play Five Nights at Freddy's.
We could absolutely play that.
I'm so scared. I can't do it.
What is that?
There's nothing
behind-
behind me. There's nothing behind me. I watched. If you don't know what Five Nights at Freddy's is, it's like a security guard doing the overnight shift at a Chuck E. Cheese.
Yes.
And you have to watch through cameras, and not all of them work. And the animals start moving and they're going to kill you. And I've watched some of the YouTubers play them, and it is so terrifying that my heart is racing watching these people. Now I'm creeped out. You're a terrible, terrible friend. Now I'm creeped out.
If there's actually something there. Oh my God! No, I'm just kidding. If there's actually something there, I'll make sure I tell you.
I
that
don't
there's
like
something there.
things. I have my army
Your army of Groots.
of Groots.
They'll keep me safe.
Safe.
But
I
yes,
need more
so
Groots too,
so
by
Five Nights at Freddy's is they're creating a movie.
Why would you do that? It's the worst
Right?
idea. I'm not gonna go see that. I don't like being
I'm not
scared.
either. I'm not
I
either.
don't like being scared at all. That's why I can't play games like that.
Warner Brothers is working with the creator of Five Nights at Freddy's, Scott Cawthon,
Aren't they
to make
busy
a
like
movie.
making a Minecraft movie? Like they don't have time for that kind of stuff.
Apparently, they have time and they're
Stop
going
it.
to do it.
Oh my
So,
god. I can't. If you don't know
yeah,
what Five Nights at Freddy's is, go
go play
put
it.
that in YouTube.
All
Don't
three of
play
them.
it. Don't do it. Go watch. I watched another really bizarre game that I don't really think I could talk about
Go
on.
watch all three of them. They're great.
It's terrifying. You should go watch somebody else play it.
Go
Don't play
play
yourself.
them. Go play
I
them.
gotta keep watching. Like I have to have like my camera on myself so I could see
There's
behind
what is
me.
that moving? All right, so
Oh
let's
God,
talk
don't
about some
stab
happier,
me. I don't want to
happier
talk to you
news.
anymore.
Although I don't know if it's happier.
Podcast is over.
Stop it.
All right.
So Splatoon, Nintendo, our
I have
happy
no idea what that
console.
is.
You don't know what
Splatoon.
Splatoon is?
I have no idea. I don't have a. I have no
Oh my
Nintendo
gosh.
products here.
You'll remember this when we start talking about it. So Splatoon is the game. It's like a shooter where you shoot ink everywhere and you try to fill the map with your color of ink.
Oh, okay.
So you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, okay.
Well, the co-director of the game uh, said flat out, we're never going to have voice chat because of the rampant negativity in online games.
Wait
I'm
a minute.
sorry. I can't even keep a straight face for
So
this.
they're never gonna have chat for a game where you're just spraying paint all over the place.
Where
Be-
tactical conversation actually would make sense
oh my God.
because they don't want people being like,
Did the,
yo, got with your mom last night.
like those are all the 13-year-olds playing Call of Duty. Like they're not gonna
Exactly.
play Splatoon. You're
Exactly.
the only person I know that owns a Wii.
Hey,
Like for
whoa.
real.
Whoa.
I
And it's like my third console, too.
know.
Oh, it's terrible. But yes, so Splatoon comes out.
I didn't
They
even know the
dropped
Wii
voice
had voice
chat.
chat.
Yep, yep, has voice chat. They're dropping it just
So
for this game.
awkward. My God.
Uh,
Well, that's where you put the they don't have to put the band hammer down on people
yeah, I
talking about each
guess.
other's moms.
I mean, should this happen? Is this really, like,
I guess
should
what's
this be
Minnesota
allowed?
Burns gonna do? Oh my God! What if he
Yeah,
wanted
I don't
to
know.
troll them?
No trolling on this game.
He's like my favorite YouTuber too.
He's pretty awesome.
I know. I
He's
want
pretty
to get
awesome.
in a game with him and just love him.
Just troll.
Just get trolled. I don't mind.
Let's talk about one more thing and we can call it a night,
All right.
or a day, or whenever you're watching this. The Witcher 3.
Ooh, the hair, the beard,
We've talked about the hair.
majestic,
We've talked about the beard. We've talked about how long of a game it is.
long.
I'll put it into perspective for you. They have speedrunners
So
that are playing
speedrunners
this
are people
game.
who fly through games from start to finish.
They
Really.
only do the main missions that you have to do to get through the game. Took them 25 hours.
Wow. Wow.
Their DLC is going to be like $30 for paid DLC. Mind you, you are getting 16 pieces of free DLC to come out. Their paid
That's
DLC is going to be for 30 hours of gameplay.
wow.
My question for you,
Yes.
does me purchasing this game mean I have to get a divorce so I can put enough time into this game to play it and beat it?
I don't think so because you still have to go to work.
So I have to quit my job and get a divorce
And you still
and
have,
denounce my children.
yeah, you would have children you would have to take care of. And I'm not playing this, so you would also have no friends.
So I just have to denounce all of my earthly things and
And your dogs.
my dogs,
Yep.
and
This
I can play
podcast,
through this game.
this podcast would be over.
I'll take like a 3-week hiatus.
I don't have time for that. I would have to replace you.
Wow.
I'm looking for a
That
new
quick.
co-host.
She's like, he's gonna miss a week. All right, get this
You said-
replacement in here.
Listen, I put up. Oh, you know what? I was just thinking about that. When I go on my trip, that's like almost 2 weeks.
Hey George, yeah, Derek's out of town, so can you fill in for him forever? Thanks. Click.
So I'm taking applications for a YouTube co-host who just needs
Send her an
Skype
email
and
at applications for RFG co-host at we're not really doing this or else I'll have to stab you.com.
.com. Oh, that's a lot of gameplay, man.
Right? I mean, 55 hours is straight through game.
There are 2 games I would play like that, though.
Which two?
a Borderlands game, and a Destiny game.
She's lying. There's a third,
What's the third?
a Gears of War game.
I don't know if I'd be able to do Gears of War. It would have to be
Oh,
completely an open
stop.
world.
You
I
would
don't know.
you
I
would be
probably
able
would. It
to.
would
I
have to have the
guarantee.
originals. I would need Marcus Phoenix.
I'll tell you right now. If we go boot up the 360, you will play 1, 2, and 3 all straight through
It's a true
for
story.
25 hours
True story.
right now. If you could stay up that long, because I
I'm
know how old you
I
are,
can't do that.
and B, if we had the time to do it, but you would
That's true.
totally do it.
That's true.
Absolutely.
All right, whatever.
That's all I got.
I don't have anything else either.
Okay, perfect. Well, thank you all for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Check out the Twitter, the Facebook, the YouTube, the website, anyone else's
Instagram.
stuff that is in the bottom. Hit us up with some comments so we
Hey,
can talk
by
about
the
some stuff
way-
and things.
Don't be haters on Twitter.
You can be haters, it's fine.
That's fine. Derek likes it.
Hashtag bye.
Say bye.